Welcome back. Say what's up to me if you're new. Tell me your scent of the day if you're returning, or if you're new, that's okay too. Today we're going to be talking about Arm Off Club de Nuit. I got a couple of them right here. Bunch of the popular ones. People like to know if they're good. Are they worth buying? Well, let's go over all of that. And while we do that, if you guys could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 900 billion subscribers in the next 4 minutes, and I'd really appreciate your help. Thank you guys so much. We're going to have to do a little bit of that. And the iconic. Alright, there we go. So, let's go through all of them. I'm going to rank them, my favorite to my least favorite. And then let's get on with our day, because everyone's got stuff to do. Oh, and thanks to all the new members. I really appreciate you guys. Every time I see a new member pop up, I'm like, oh man, I love you so much. I appreciate you. Well, we might as well start off with the Forgotten Club de Nuit. Club de Nuit, not intense man. Club de Nuit, man. Which is a clone not of 1 million elixir, but of 1 million. Although a slight little twist on it, I think it's actually just slightly more complex. I actually think it's more versatile than OG 1 million. And I love OG 1 million. I could pretty much signature send OG 1 million. I absolutely love it. But this gets you a heck of a lot of the way flipping there. Not all the way there. Not all the way in the 80th percentile. But like I'm saying, because I feel it's not as dense, I think this one's more versatile. You could wear this even as the temperature starts to ramp up a little bit. In the super high heat, no, I'd go with probably one of these guys. We'll talk about it in a second. But even in the heat, this one could do you pretty well. Signature scent worthy. On a date, you'll be smelling delicious. If you wear this to the gym, I'm sure you'll have people crawling all over you. Or not, but that depends on some other factors, like if you're a piece of crap or not. Then no, then maybe nobody wants to talk to you. But Club de Nuit, not intense man. The Forgotten Club de Nuit, you could usually find it in the $20 range. 1 million inspo, absolutely love it. Definitely think it's a winner in my book. Not my favorite on this list. Well, actually, it's my second favorite on this list. It's tied for second. I think these two are both tied for my second. So, well, let's talk about Untold here. Of course, heavily inspired by BR540. And if you don't like BR540, well, then don't buy this. That would just be silly. That'd be like me saying the stove is hot and you're like, oh, really? And you touch it. Like, I'm telling you, if you don't like BR540, don't buy this. It doesn't matter how hyped up it is. It doesn't matter what kind of deal you find on it. If you've smelled BR and you don't like it, well, then you're not going to like this because it smells like flipping BR540. Hold on, I got to take a sip of water. My voice seems extra raspy today. Nothing like a good little chug of alkaline water. Alright, but back to what I was flipping saying. BR540, to me, like I always say, it smells like yesterday's party. It smells like I'm in the Bellagio, I've been at a club all night, people partying, having a good time, that kind of cigarette smoke in the air kind of vibe. Absolutely love it. My wife says next day party, she gets a big cigarette vibe from here, but in a way that's really hard to explain. Like I'm saying, if you've never smelled BR540, I suggest you get on your little rollerblades, you go to the flipping department store, and you smell it. You ask them to spray it on you, they'll do that for you, and if you like it, well then Untold is here. But so is Ana Arbiad by Latafa, and that's like $13, and they're pretty similar also. Oh, my light just went out. I charge this light up every like 2 flipping days. What the heck? Hold on. Let's go with the backup light here. Hold on. Alright, little backup light. It might not even be doing anything except creating a hotspot here. But whatever. Anyways, forget it. This, I really like the way this smells. I know a lot of guys don't like the way this smells. They think it leans pretty unisex to feminine. I get comments all the time like, I don't see how guys could wear BR. Well, my manliness is pretty questionable. So if you're a little feathery like me, you should be able to pull this off. But if you're like a super manly man, no, you're going to smell this and be like, what? What the heck are people talking about over here? But if you're a little piece of candy like me, and you like stuff like 1 million elixir, well then there's at least some chance that you might like this. You still might not, but there's a chance that you might. But anyways, you gotta get your nose on BR540. If you do, well then a whole world of clones opens up to you, including Untold. But if you don't like it, well then I just saved you $40+ and you don't gotta buy into the hype and you don't gotta buy it. But these two right here, I think are tied for second. Should we go to my number one choice? Let's go to my number one choice. Milestone. I flippin' love Milestone. It's inspired by Milestone Imperial by Creed, and I think it's wonderful. The only way I could describe it, like I say every time, is a salty watermelon. It's not exactly a salty watermelon, but it's the only way I could best describe it. It has a very unique scent profile. The only way I think you could sample this is if you go to somewhere where they have Creed fragrances, or if you go to an actual Creed store, you smell Milestone Imperial. If you like it, well the Milestone's here. It gets pretty flippin' close. I really love the way this smells, but I've heard some people don't really do backflips for it. I do. But I will say this was a love at second sniff. When I smelled it the first time, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. A little salty, little freshy kind of vibe. And then like a month later, I don't know, maybe it went through its little reformulation or some crap like that. But when I smelled it like a month later, I was like, oh, salty watermelon. I see what everyone's talking about. Pretty wonderful. And then I fell in love. So it was love at second sniff for this one. Like I said, when I first smelled it, I was like, yeah, not bad. Second sniff, I was like, oh, I love you. I love you. Actually, I think this is going to be my scent of the day. It is. Let's do it. I wore this the other day too, actually. My wife commented on it. She likes it. Oh yeah, all right. I love these bottles too. I like these atomizers too. Some people say these bottles are a little gaudy, but all right, whatever. I really like these bottles. They look nice on the shelf. But yeah, I love this little salty watermelon tree right here. So I'd go get your nose on Milestone Imperial if you like it. Well then, Milestone's here. Wonderful freshie for the summer. And this one's a funny one on performance. Like my nose goes a little blind to it, but hours later, my wife still says she could smell my fragrance, and I'll get little faint whiffs of it. So I feel like on clothes and on hair, it lasts a little bit longer. On my cactus skin, though, no, it gets soaked right up. The most beast one out of all these is Club de Nuit Intense Man. That one just kind of sticks to me. But the performance is not bad, and I'd be willing to say it's a safe bet that it's probably better than the Creed. All the Creed seem to be pretty light on me. But anyways, I really like this one. Oh, it smells so great on me now. I smell so much better now. I smelled good to begin with, but now I smell better. Anyways, this is my first favorite out of all these, I believe. First, tied for second. Yeah, because I love the 1 million scent profile and I love the Baccarat scent profile. I don't know which one I like more. They're completely different. Like maybe 1 million has like the slight edge if I like really had to pick one for some reason, but I mean they're pretty flipping close. 2A and 2B, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's keep it moving on. We'll save Intense Man for last. Let's go to Silage. And this is inspired by another Creed, Silver Mountain Water, and I think that name is perfectly appropriate for this fragrance. It smells like silver water, whatever that might be, like cold water. It smells like water running through a silver mountain, which would be what, like covered in snow or something? So it smells like cold, crisp water running through a natural stream or something like that with like some hints of florals in there. Tiny little bit metallic, but my brain takes that metallic in kind of a florally way. This one, for being a freshie, is very interesting. Like I smell it right now. Oh, so fresh, so clean. Like yeah, it smells like clean laundry running through a silver mountain with a little bit of florals in there. Slightly metallic. Beautiful, wonderful fragrance. I really like this one, and I could see why some people signature scent this and wear it all the time. This is not like an everyday wear for me, but in the summer, definitely grab for this. These two layered smell really nice. These two layered smell really nice. Actually, I should try these two also. It'd probably be really good. But I like this one. Some people say they get crap performance. I get decent performance, but like I said, with performance, it's tricky. No matter what I say, someone will say the opposite. If I say I get 5 hours on my cactus skin, someone will say they get 5 minutes. If I say I get an hour, they'll say you're crazy. It's beast. I get all day. So it really is dependent on your skin chemistry, where you live, a bunch of different factors. So that's why I tend to not talk about performance so much, unless it like clearly sticks to me, like this one, or clearly fades away super fast. But again, that could just be skin chemistry. If it fades fast on me, it might last on you. But anyways, Silage. I really like it. Out of all these, I think it's my least favorite. So we got 6 here. So 1 tied for 2. We're gonna go. This is number 4 right here. This is number 4. I like this. So let's go to my number 3 right now, and that would be Iconic. Inspired by Blue de Chanel. I think it's kind of the EDT and the EDP kind of like mashed together. It's got little hints of both of them, but not exactly one or the other. Not exactly a 1-to-1 clone, but definitely in the same scent profile, the same family. It's not really a debate. You smell this and you're like, oh yeah, Blue de Chanel kind of vibe for sure. And I really like this one. It smells like Blue de Chanel. Super versatile, all year round, signature scent worthy, office day at the gym, all that stuff. You could be wearing this, and you'll be smelling good. Well, you'll be smelling like Blue de Chanel. Some people say it dries down a little bit powdery. I have a friend that says the whole Blue de Chanel kind of scent profile to him gives him like a little bit of a diaper vibe, a little bit of a powder vibe. But he's pretty new to fragrances, so that was his only way of describing it. But I kind of understood what he meant. There's something about the little Blue de Chanel scent profile that can give some people like a kind of powdery and possibly like baby wipe diaper kind of vibe, but not everybody. Not everyone is going to think that. Some people are just going to think it smells like a masterpiece, and it's pretty flipping good. You'll definitely get lost down that little wormhole if you try this. But yeah, overall, I really like it. This is my number 3, 1, tied for 2, 3, 4, and then we might as well go to my last place right here, Club de Nuit Intense Man. Let's start with the positives. Let's be a little upbeat before we go down. It's a beast. It's really beast. It sticks to me. It sticks on my skin, even though I have cactus little skin. Every fragrance goes right into these veins, right into my flipping brain. But this lasts for some reason. The next day, I can spray it in the morning. The next morning, I can still smell it on my skin. There's something about it. I don't know what voodoo oils they put in this. It just latches onto my skin. But, and a big but, I do not really like the way this smells. I don't like the opening, just very harsh lemon. This is the EDT, by the way. And the dry down smells like a man that is not me. For some reason. I understand why people like it. I've smelled other Aventus inspos, and yes, this is supposed to be inspired by Creed Aventus. And I've smelled other inspos, like Avant and stuff, and I feel like a bunch of them do it better. Avant has a nicer opening, the dry downs are pretty much exactly the same, and I say that to say, even with some of the other ones that I have, I still don't like the dry down. I don't like the way it dries down. It just smells like a guy that is not me. I don't know. I understand if you're that guy, and you like the way it smells, and I know everyone says it's their most complimented fragrance. Every time I wear it, someone tells me I smell good, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. When I wear it, I smell the older guy like 5 lockers over from me at the golf course. That's what I smell. An older guy. That's not me. And I'm not no spring chicken. But there's just something about the way this dries down. I just don't personally like it. I don't do backflips for it. I don't really see the hype for it, to be honest with you. Besides the fact that it's beast. But in terms of scent profile, no. I don't understand where all the hype came from, because I don't know. I don't really like the way it smells. I like 1 million elixir. And the rest of these, actually. I like all of these more than I like this one. But for most of you guys, it'll probably be the opposite. This will be your favorite, and the rest of these will be whatever. But it is what it is. If you have a different opinion, feel free to leave it to me down below. Feel free to make your own video talking about this. But for me, something about the way this dries down, I just do not like it. Maybe back in the day when whatever fictional pineapple that they claim is in here used to be in here, maybe it smelled better. And I'm referring to the Creed also, I'm just referring to the whole scent profile. When there was possibly this little smoky pineapple, maybe. But if I want any pineapple, I gotta layer this with Cayado Fusan. If not, it just dries down in a way that I don't really like. So if I don't like the opening and I don't like the dry down, well, that just leaves us to one conclusion. I don't like the fragrance. So that's why it's number 5. But every month or so, I try and give it a chance to see if my tastes have changed. As of now, it's been about a year I've had this fragrance. It has not changed. I still don't like it. But maybe one day I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, what was I thinking? I see what everyone's talking about now. This is flipping wonderful. But anyways, you guys let me know your favorites. Let me know how you'd rank them. Maybe this will change in a year. We'll do a little update. Maybe I'll get another couple Club de Nuits. I heard Urban Man Elixir is one that people really like. And I've tried the limited edition. You can go scroll back a couple videos. Appreciate all you guys. I love you. Hope this video made you smile. If it did, hit that like button. That would make me smile. I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope something beautiful happens to you today. And if something does, congratulations. You deserve a pat on your back. I'm sure you've been working hard. And if it's just another old regular day for you, well, you go call someone you love and you tell them you love them. Brighten up their day. Brighten up your own day. I love you. Have a blessed day. And bye for now, baby.